garment and everything too.
What kind of work do you do?
I work in the food service.
And are you worried about outsourcing, them privatizing food services?
Yeah, everything, yeah.
They want lower paid workers.
Yeah, we need more money.
And how do you live in San Francisco with the cost of living here in the city?
I have 3 jobs. Yeah, I work in San Francisco Zoo and Treasure Island, Job Corps, and UC. After work, I have to go back to UC.
And how do you take care of your family or have a life if you've got 3 jobs?
I'm a single. I have to pay my rent and my new car. That's why, we're fighting for this thing.
You should have living wages.
I know.
What's your name again?
Lana Cruz. Yeah.
How long have you worked for UC?
Almost 3 years. Yeah. I used to be contractor, and then I wait for 2 years to be in-house.
So it took you a long time just to become a regular worker?
Yep. 2 years, I think. I worked for 2 years.
At lower wages?
Yep.
Lower benefits?
Starting $11 for agency.
And that's why they want to outsource, to lower the wages?
Yep. More higher.
So you support the union?
Yes, 100%.
Thank you.
They're having other people work on our behalf.
You want to stop it?
Minimal.
What's your name?
My name is Joseph Smith, representing Langley Porter, AFSCME. We're just trying to get our contract. We're just trying to get our contract, you know what I mean, and so we can work. We love UC, but we want our contract.
And how long have you worked for UC?
8 years.
Is it difficult surviving?
Yes, especially when we strike. Especially when we're trying to strike and trying to get our money. That's it.
They don't have money for you. They're building a lot of new buildings.
They are. They got a whole bunch of commercials. They got a whole bunch of commercials on radio, on TV. We just want our money, UC.
We're out here for outsourcing. UC's outsourcing our jobs and contracting them out. And we're out here asking for inequality and outsourcing to stop.
What kind of job do you do?
I'm a PCA here on pediatric side.
How have you been affected? Are you fearful that your job's going to be outsourced?
No, I'm just worried about my other coworkers and everybody else here. We all stand in one. And outsourcing our jobs is not going to help anybody here.
Well, they seem to have a lot of money here for new buildings, new construction.
I don't know, but they got to end our outsourcing and inequality. That's all they got to do is end our outsourcing.
What do you think about public resources being outsourced? I mean, the public pay for these and then they're giving them to lower paid workers. What does that say about the government and the politicians and the running?
Say much. They need to stop outsourcing our jobs. UC needs to stop outsourcing our jobs and stop inequality. That's the main thing we're out here for. PCT strike, outsourcing is the main problem at UC. Stop outsourcing our jobs.
What's your name?
Veronica.
Joining the strike?
What's that?
You're joining the strike?
Yeah, solidarity.
What does it mean? You think it's the same issues?
Same exact issues, yeah.
What are they?
Job security from automation, safety in the workplace, and a fair living wage.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a door attendant at the St. Regents Hotel.
It's the first time you've been on strike?
Actually, yes, it is.
And what do you think about it?
Oh, it's day 21. Doesn't seem like it's letting up, so we're just gonna have to hang in there.
The general situation for workers in this country is getting pretty bad?
Pretty bad, I want to say. It could get better, you know. It's hard with hospitality. You got to keep a smile on your face day in, day out. And when there's other issues pressing that aren't being addressed, you know, it just takes its toll. So now we're out here expressing ourselves and fighting for what's right.
What's your name?
Frank.
Thanks.
Leon.
What's the issues for you?
It's to get the contract, a better contract, for we don't have to go through no more struggles and stuff, for we can keep patient care and everything right.
And they want to outsource your jobs, privatize your jobs? Is that an issue for you?
Yes.
Why are they doing that?
That's in the manager. I can't tell you why they do that, but I just know we need better jobs and better wages and better thing for the new people coming in, better job and better handling for.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a janitor. Yeah. So I'm housekeeping.
How do you survive in San Francisco, in the Bay Area?
I don't and stuff. I just work here and I have to move out I live outside of San Francisco.
Commuting?
Yeah, I commute in and stuff.
It's getting more and more difficult.
Yes.
For me, it's both my pension.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a physical therapist in the rehab department. So out here with a good crew from our rehab services up at Parnassus and just fighting for our benefits and a contract, really.
How long have you been trying to get a contract?
It's been like a year and a half, I think. Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, they seem to have a lot of money for new construction, and but the money's not going to...
Exactly. Yeah, I think the money's there. It's just a matter of distributing it fairly and equally between us all.
Are you worried about contracting out or privatization of your pension?
Absolutely. We have so many patients, or so many therapists that are per diem or contracted out, and we have our per diems that are working 24 or 40 hours a week, so they're not getting near the benefits that they should be. And same with the contracts. We keep contracting out. We lose positions for our physical therapists, and it's a very long time before we hire into those full-time roles.
And what's your name?
Giselle.
How long have you worked here?
4.5 years. Yeah.
Thank you. Is this your first strike?
I striked as a kid for the teachers union.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Second one for UC.
Seems like there are more and more strikes going on. The hotel work.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's great. I think ultimately we have to band together. We have to be together to win the fight.
My name is Louis. Yeah.
What kind of job do you do?
I'm a PSA in the hospital. I'm one of the people that sees patients. I take care of, clean the rooms, you know. I have a station at 6th floor, adults, you know, where I do my assignment, you know. Yeah, and we do a hard job. We try to make sure we keep update. Anything concerning UC, it goes by minutes, hour, times, and we try to make sure we even beat computers sometimes, you know, by making sure that, you know, they get patients admitted and, you know, make interest in having us around. So we need a new contract so that can encourage us more to do more job and, you know, be more proud to be #1 in California.
And it seems like UC has a lot of money, all this new construction. Is that where the money's going? Not?
Of course, if there is improvement, you'll be seeing it generally. They are improving, so we want to be the partaker of their improvement.
Are you worried about outsourcing, privatization?
Yes. Yeah, I'm worried about it because the way things is going now, I think they feel like giving contract out for them to be, you know, using our own energy instead of making us being part of the crowd they are.
Let's give a warm welcome applause. Let's go, brother! I'm so proud to look at the rainbow in here. All color, all gender, we're all together and we fight together. And I'm going to say one thing that you see. They said go away. We said no way. They said go away. We said no way. They said go away. We said no way. They said go away. Which means we're not going anywhere. We're gonna be here. And I worked for the Oakland Marriott for the past 28 years. I'm a caregiver. I have a sick wife, I gotta take care of her. Now the company wants me to pay $495 for my health care. Can you imagine? I work in Oakland, I cannot live in Oakland. And now if I take the $400 off my rent to pay for my health care, where I'm gonna live? Where I'm gonna live? Under the Bay Bridge? Under the highway? So now it's the time. It's not just a strike, it's the labor movement. We're gonna fight it, and I'm sure that you have my back and I have your back. One day longer. One day stronger. 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 We're gonna win it, and we're gonna win it together. It's a labor movement. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Who's out here from AFSCME 3299? Woo-hoo! And UPTE 9119, let's hear you. And last but certainly not least, our brothers and sisters from Unite HGRE Local 2, thank you for being here. Woo! UPTE workers are proud to be on strike in solidarity with AFSCME because we know that our power as workers comes from our unity, and we're standing up for all UC workers, and especially those who are the lowest paid, because this is a union movement, and we know that an injury to one is an injury to all. And in this case, the injury is falling behind the cost of living. UPTE patient care workers, is 2% enough for you to pay your bills on? No. That's right. AFSCME patient care workers and all UC workers need decent pay increases, especially here in the Bay Area where the cost of living is so high. They need a pension plan that's going to take care of us after we've given decades of service to this university. And we need affordable, and AFSCME patient care workers need affordable health care now and in retirement until we win Medicare for all for everybody in this country. And we need to end this contracting out of jobs. This is, a ticket to poverty for workers in California. We need to keep UC jobs union, keep them strong, and keep on fighting for good, solid contracts for everybody. So, economic inequality, everybody knows economic inequality is out of control. There are 9 men on this world who have the same amount of wealth as the bottom 50% of the population. There are 144 billionaires in the state of California. And UCS CEO Mark Larrett, he makes $1 million a year. Is that right? No. Is it right that some of the lowest paid workers are out here having to fight just to get a decent pay increase? No. That's right, we're on strike to win economic justice. The UC is being run like a business. Executives are making 20 or 25 times some of our salaries out here. And they've got more administrators and executives than they even have professors. But is the UC a business? The UC is not a business. It is a resource for all of us, for all of the students, for all of the patients, for all of the workers in the state of California. So we're out here fighting to keep UC a public institution that provides decent jobs and top-notch health care for our patients. So we're going to keep on fighting to keep UC for the many, not for the few, right? So whose university? Our university. Whose university? Our university. Thanks.
CWA supporting this?
CWA Local 9415 out of Oakland, California does support our brothers and sisters here at UPTE and also AFSCME.
Are you going to ask Gavin Newsom to join the picket line?
Say again?
Are you going to ask Gavin Newsom?
Sure.
Is he supporting the strike?
Sure.
He's made a statement in support of the strike?
Sure.
I haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
I am so glad to be here. You look so beautiful with your picket signs. When you're on strike right now in this country, you are striking for all of us because we all need to stand up against what's happening. And I am here to share with you the solidarity of public service workers, AFSCME members, CWA members, HGRE members from across this country, from coast to coast. We are with you here today. Thank you for what you are doing. In AFSCME, we love 3299 because you represent the best of our union when it comes to militants and fierce solidarity and the willingness to take a stand and put yourselves on the line for justice and for equity and for economic and racial fairness. And that is why we are behind you. And I know that's true for the other unions here as well. And so speaking of solidarity, thank you to the folks who showed up from the picket lines of the hotels. It was beautiful to see you coming towards us. I know that there are some other unions in the house. I've met an IBEW brother. I met a Teamsters brother. Anybody else in the house from another union? SEIU's in the house. That is awesome. And of course, CWA and AFSCME, UPTE, and 32. Making it happen here at the UC. And that's what I want to talk to you about for a minute, because maybe it's because I'm not from here, but I'm a little confused. And I need you to help me understand. Because I know UC isn't all powerful, but they have a lot of power, right? I mean, they can negotiate with you. They set the policies and the practices of this university. And I know they don't have all the money in the world, but they have a lot of money, because I see these buildings, right? And I know what they pay their executives, so they have some money. And I think they're a public university, is that right? Yeah. They're a public institution. Okay, so help me understand. Why do they want to impoverish their employees? Why do they want you to go backwards instead of forwards? Why do they want to outsource good middle-class jobs and turn them into poverty jobs? Why? I don't understand what's going on here. So we are here to say no to UC's policies and practices, and yes to respect. Yes to retirement security. Yes to affordable health care. Yes to racial equity, and yes to gender justice, and yes to an institution that you can send your kids to and get health care from, and that takes care of its own workers and its own community. So, yes to respect. If you are with me, let me hear you say respect. Respect. Yes to affordable health care. If you are with me, let me hear you say health care. Yes to retirement security. If you are with me, let me hear you say security. Yes to racial and gender equity. If you are with me, let me hear you say equity. And most of all, yes to fair negotiations. If you are with me, let me hear you say UC negotiate. We are with you across the country, from Maryland to Michigan, from Alaska to Arizona. AFSCME members, CWA members, HERE members are behind our sisters and brothers on the picket line. We are here for you, thousands of us for every single one of you on the picket line, because in AFSCME we like to say, we never quit. And UC workers never quit. And UPTE never quits. And 3299 never quits. And so we will never quit fighting for justice. Thank you for everything you do for the people of this community, for your students, for your patients, and thank you for being fierce and on the line.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. Always an inspiration. Our next speaker from Senator Carmer's office, Chris Cudd.
Where's all the evening go? Somebody else.
My name is Samath. The reason why I'm out here is because we have to form a unity to be able to fight what the university is offering us. or pitching out to us, which is basically inequality. They're trying to cut our wages for like a couple of years, which is putting a freeze to our wages, and the housing market's going to increase. We're not going to be able to fully afford to live here. Outsourcing us, bringing in subcontractors, basically not giving us or offering us more jobs because subcontractors are being in. So that means employers that are already currently on here will be left behind, so less jobs will be offered. And
do you think you'd like to get rid of all the unionized workers? The plan?
To get rid of? What was the question?
Contract out all the public workers here, the private companies?
Well, yeah, because if we do that, we'll have more opportunities for people to wave in and be able to be a part of this university with like the medical benefits and whatnot. It's a great thing, but what they're offering is not what we expected. It's inequality, and together we will fight, and I believe we will hopefully. They will respond to us with what we are trying to get out of it.
Well, the regents and the managers, I mean, the regents are millionaires.
They are
billionaires. I mean, they
extremely, yeah, they are, and it's all dealing with money and greed. They are extremely greedy, and there should be a new power, new management in the regents.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you do?
I'm a facilities maintenance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the AFSCME 3299 Executive Vice President. And my home campus is San Diego. But, you know, I've been traveling through the state. And it's really, 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 really nice to see everyone coming together for a fun reason, right? No. We're out here fighting for our families, right, brothers and sisters? We're out here fighting for our jobs, right, brothers and sisters? And we're going to keep fighting, right? UC keeps spreading these lies about how they try to offer us 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%. What's good is all those raises if they contract our jobs, right? That's bull. Shame on UC. Shame on UC. Because I'll tell you what, brothers and sisters, when they mess with me, they're messing with my family, right? And we're not going to stand for that, right? When they mess with you all, they messing with your family, right? And when they mess with you all and me, we're all family, right? Right? Whose university? Whose university?
Guillermo. We're out here protesting because what we're getting paid, it's currently not keeping up with the living expenses in San Francisco, and everybody knows, you know, the San Francisco Bay Area, it's the most expensive place to live in the U.S. So, you know, if you can't keep up those costs, then there's really no point in working. So that's why we're out here protesting, just trying to make it better for ourselves. You know?
What kind of work do you do?
Custodial work.
Thank you.
Pia? I tried. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it. Hello everyone, my name is Nap Pempena. I'm with Migrante. Migrante is a Filipino workers organization serving the rights and welfare of Filipino workers here in the U.S. and in support of various workers' struggles here in the U.S. I stand here as part of Migrante, but also as a UCLA alumnus who has been standing in support of UC workers ever since I was an undergrad and a grad student at UCLA. I just want to hear, we're just here to relay our message of solidarity to you all. Migrante Northern California stands in solidarity with the AFSCME 3299 workers at the University of California campuses in their fight for decent wages, safer working conditions, job security, dignity, and respect. We cannot allow Janet Napolitano and other UC executives to amass profit and secure hefty pensions for themselves when the UC workers, those who really create profit, can barely make a living out of their precarious jobs. This same attack of neoliberal privatization has been wreaking havoc in our homeland, in the Philippines, for the last few decades in much more insidious ways. Our hospitals in the Philippines are severely underfunded, where there is one nurse for every 50 patients, and where workers and professionals earn deathly wages. Various departments are outsourced to private companies at an ever-increasing rate. This pattern of privatization in the hospitals in the Philippines and other industries drive our people to seek jobs abroad at a rate of 6,000 people leaving our country every day. And many of those who are forced to migrate due to the lack of decent livelihood work here in this institution and are standing here with us today. And so for my fellow Filipinos out here, alam po natin, and I'm speaking Tagalog now, alam po natin na kaya po tayo nandito ay dahil po sa kawalan ng trabaho, sa privatisasyon, sa kontraktualisasyon sa ating bansa. At pagdating po natin dito, saka naman tayo ginugulangan at ninanakawan ng sahod dito. Papayag po ba tayo? Hindi. For us, Filipino migrant workers, we are doubly exploited here. From the Philippines, where our jobs are contractualized, then those conditions force us to migrate, and then once again here, we are exploited. And so that's why for Migrante, it is important for us to stand with the workers fighting for better working conditions, because this fight isn't just a fight for decent wages and safer working conditions. It is also a fight against privatization of public services, against the systematic deprivation of basic human rights to our people. Our fight, our struggle here is a part of the global struggle for workers' rights. And so may this fight inspire other workers in other industries to rise up, and let us show them what worker power looks like. Mabuhay ang mga manggagawa ng University of California. Power to UC workers. And I'll end it with a Tagalog chant. Makibaka!
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself?
So my name is Diane Poe, and I am a staff person for UPTE, University Professional and Technical Employees Union. Increases, inadequate wages, subcontracting of their jobs, undermining the pension, and undermining the quality of health care and the cost of health care. We at UPTE are standing in solidarity with them, but the reality is the same things that they're being offered at the bargaining table are also being offered to us.
These regents are billionaires. I mean, you've got all these new buildings. I mean, a lot of wealth here. Why can't they stop the contracting out and pay you decent wages and stop privatizing your pension?
There's absolutely no reason they can't do any of those things. And in fact, they've also added to upper level management. We have hundreds of new managers who earn more than the governor. And why
doesn't the legislature stop that?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, the University of California is supposed to be for California citizens, to provide quality health care, to provide quality education, and certainly it should provide quality jobs. We are the citizens of California. If we can't work for the University of California and get quality wages and quality benefits, what does that say about the state?
And how long do you think this is going to go on? And you've been fighting for a contract for a long time.
We have been fighting for a contract for quite some time. So I don't know. I certainly hope that this showing of force will move UC to come to the bargaining table and negotiate in good faith. Unfortunately, I don't hold out a lot of hope for that, and I think that we may have to do this more than one time in order to get the quality result that we want. Just decent, affordable health care, the ability to care for our patients and stay here, allow seasoned people to stay here so that we can provide the quality care that UC is known for.